Okay, for today's video, we're going to be talking about two of the big dinosaur things that are, I guess technically by the time this video comes out, will have been both out. And that's Walking with Dinosaurs, the new 2025 revival, and then Jurassic World Rebirth, I believe. Um, I might be wrong on the name title, but I am really excited for both. But I do have some worries and some thoughts that I just wanted to give on both series. And yeah, let's just get into my thoughts, and then I'll kind of discuss some other stuff at the end. But I'm going to discuss Walking with Dinosaurs, which I know is already released, and a lot of people have seen it. I've not watched it yet, and I've tried to stay relatively spoiler free, other than just like the trailers and stuff. Um, but I did want to discuss my thoughts on those. And then also, obviously, Jurassic World. So let's get into Walking with Dinosaurs first. So I'm not going to lie, I am a little worried that this might not be the best. So first, the designs for Walking with Dinosaurs. They look good to me, but not great. It looks really CGI-like to me for some reason. Maybe it's not, but it just kind of looks that way. But like considering, what Walking with Dinosaurs was for its time and like what Prehistoric Planet just was, I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed with how it looks. Next, whenever I saw them giving the dinosaurs names, almost every time a dino dog tries to give names, I don't know, it just seems to lose a little realism for me. And I don't know, I don't, it's just, it can be hit or miss. There's been a few dinosaur documentaries. I think Planet Dinosaur, that might be the one that actually was pretty good with names. But there's been a few that once they start giving names and stuff, it just, I don't know, can start to seem a little off. But like I said, in my opinion, most of the time, it generally doesn't go the best whenever they start naming the dinosaurs. And I mean, maybe it'll be fine. I mean, similar trend, I think, in the Jurassic, when you start having like the blues and stuff, it might not be the best. But yeah. But I still am really excited to see this. I mean, there's some really fun inclusions. Albertosaurus is literally one of my top two favorite dinosaurs. It and Allosaurus. And, Allosaurus is in a lot of documentaries because whenever they bring up the Jurassic, Allosaurus is almost always one of the featured dinosaurs. So Allosaurus has been on a lot of dino docs in the past. I can't think of any recently, though. I've not watched a few of the more recent docs, though, either. So that's definitely could be the case. But I am really excited to see Albertosaurus for sure. It and Allosaurus are, like I said, my top two. And then the Spinosaurus looks really good, so I'm really excited to see. But with the selection, it was pretty clear that this was going to be much different than the original Walking with Dinosaurs. I really liked how the old one was, how you got to see the Triassic all the way up through the Cretaceous. But this appears to be like all Cretaceous. I think I could be forgetting the 5 dinosaurs that I know are in the movie. But yeah, it appears to be just throughout the Cretaceous, kind of like Prehistoric Planet, which I liked, but I did love that old format that Walking with Dinosaurs did, and the other Walking with documentaries where it was like there, or like, Triassic, Jurassic, Cretaceous. But I am still hopeful. And I have seen a few reviews. Like I said, I've tried to stay relatively spoiler free, but I do follow some people and stuff on Instagram, and I saw some of their feedback. I tried to stay as relatively spoiler free, but it did seem to be a little mixed, which I was worried just based off the stuff I'd already seen. Because I've heard some people say that it's not as much like a pure dinosaur documentary, like it's like just dinosaurs. There's like a lot of cutaways to paleontologists and stuff, which, I mean, that can be okay, but I'll be honest, I love a good dino doc where it's just constant dinosaurs on screen, but I'll just have to see how much it is, because sometimes it mixes well, but then sometimes I do like just a good bit of one or the other. Okay, and now we're done with the Walking With section. My little wrap up. I'm a little worried, but I am optimistic, is pretty much how I would frame it. But I am going to try to watch it pretty soon. I don't know what streaming service I can watch it on just yet, but I definitely do want to get to it at some point. But yeah, now we'll get to Jurassic World. I believe Rebirth. I will say I kind of had a script wrote like a month ago, and I planned on recording this a while ago, but I've kind of just waited around just doing other stuff, and now finally making this. But I will say, my non-little script thing I wrote out, I am actually pretty excited for this. So I'm recording this, I think, the night before it actually is supposed to officially release in the U.S. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited for like a new spin on this Jurassic franchise. I'm really happy with the cast. It seems like it's a lot of people that really wanted to be in the Jurassic franchise, like Scarlett Johansson, which I'm really excited about. I feel like you can tell when people really want to be in something like this, and that's just awesome. Um, and I'm just happy for a fresh spin. I like the Jurassic World movies, but like the original the three Jurassic Park movies, I like so much more than any of the World movies. So I'm just kind of excited for like a new era in the Jurassic franchise. But now let's kind of go over what I kind of had wrote around a month ago. Um, yeah, so like I was saying, I'm really excited for this. And normally I kind of am more of a dinosaur documentary person than like action films like the Jurassic series. I do love Jurassic Park, but like I would definitely say I'm definitely more of like a dinosaur documentary person compared to like Jurassic World. But obviously I do still have a lot of love for the Jurassic Park franchise. And I am really excited for this. Oh, and like I was saying, I was not the biggest fan of the three World movies. I wasn't crazy about the hybrids. And yeah, the movies just weren't that great. The characters I liked, but not as much as like the original Jurassic Park ones. The dinosaurs feeling less like actual dinosaurs and almost like these weird pets and sci-fi monsters. I almost felt like with like Blue and stuff, and then all the hybrids. And for those reasons and more, I really just feel like I prefer the original Jurassic Park movies compared to any of the World movies. Like I was saying, literally one of the big examples, Blue. And I know a lot of people like Blue, and I don't like hate Blue, but I don't know. I just prefer the more animalistic dinosaurs instead of like these weird pet things that was kind of feeling like what was occurring in the Jurassic World franchise. But yeah, the movie does look. I'm really excited for this movie. I will say the movie looks like it could be going back to the roots, where it kind of feels more like the dinosaurs are big scary animals, which is what they should be in my opinion for a movie like this, instead of these weird creatures that are almost like, I don't even know what, weird sci-fi creatures. But so far, I really like most of the designs and stuff I've seen from the trailers. I'm really excited. It looks like a very fun, action-packed movie with lots of fun dinosaur scenes and hopefully no weird pet dinosaurs. Well, actually, that little ceratopsian does look like a sort of pet dinosaur from the scenes I've seen. But I can deal with something like that more than pet velociraptors that are whatever in the Jurassic franchise. And the actors, literally, like I was saying earlier, the actors, I'm really excited. They all seem to be people that really want to be in the franchise and are really excited to be in the franchise. Oh, and the director, too, directed the Godzilla 2014, which I think was one of the best in the MonsterVerse. Other than Godzilla, King of the Monsters, which was my favorite just because, like King Ghidorah and stuff. But Godzilla 2014, I definitely think has been definitely one of the top 2 or 3-ish, I would probably say, in the MonsterVerse. Definitely like that style more than like what the most recent one was, where it felt almost like, I don't want to say like a WWE thing, but almost something like that, where it's just crazy fighting the whole time. So I am excited to see how he directs a movie like this. But yeah, like I said, I'm just really excited to see how he kind of gels all this together, because he definitely seems like a director that can have some obviously amazing movies, especially like I said with Godzilla 2014 being the main one that I think of. Now the one big thing everyone will say about this movie so far, and it is a little bit of concern to me, the mutants and hybrid situations. And I would love it if, the Jurassic franchise was just pure regular dinosaurs, or like the ones with just the weird DNA mix-ups, but mainly just pure dinosaurs. Kind of like what the first 3 movies were, where obviously they're not like the Spinosaurus was like a little bit of a mix of a few other dinosaurs. Maybe it's something like a baryonyx, but, that's almost what I think a lot of people theorize now, because, it has like that baryonyx-like traits, but being a Spinosaur. Well, getting off that little tangent, but yeah, the mutants and hybrids, that's the thing that I'm a little concerned with. But like the idea of this movie going back to an island that has like the big bads, it kind of makes sense to have these types of dinosaurs. And honestly, like the D-Rex specifically has grown on me. I was very mixed at first, but I'm starting to like it more. But the Mutadons, I'm not as excited about that. A pterosaur raptor hybrid thing that looks more like something almost out of like Primeval, or that one random dragon documentary that Animal Planet made. If you know, I actually really enjoyed that. I remember watching it when it like first came out. But yeah, they just don't feel Jurassic Park-y to me, if that makes sense. But maybe they'll grow on me as I watch it, because like I said, the D-Rex grew on me actually already. But obviously once seeing the actual movie, I'll have a better opinion on it. Okay. Oh yeah, and like I was saying, I think with the Unidon specifically, I feel like they could have just done like a regular raptor in its place from what I've seen, at least from the trailer, and it would have gelled fine. But we'll see. Maybe I'll like them more as I actually watch the film. I'll watch it probably later this week, and I'll have a review soon. But yeah, interested to see what those. And yeah, I guess that's kind of it for my thoughts. Both I have similar. I'm actually more excited for Jurassic, which I am a little surprised about because literally Walking with Dinosaurs is like, well, I love the Jurassic Park franchise too, obviously, but Walking with Dinosaurs was literally like my favorite thing growing up. So it is a little surprising to me right now that I'm actually a little bit more excited for Jurassic than Walking with Dinosaurs. And I don't know if it's just what I've seen, the reviews, but I'm just really excited for this new Jurassic Park movie, or Jurassic World, whatever name it actually has right now. But I'm really excited for both. I am a little worried about both, but I am optimistic. That's how I would frame it. But yeah, that's it for my thoughts. I do want to say a few little things here at the end, though. Yeah, I know I've not been as active on this channel. Few reasons. I had planned on having a video like a month ago explaining why I'd been gone and then getting back to more consistent upload. But I'll be honest, just there's just happened this summer. I've kind of been trying a little bit out with a smaller new channel that I wanted to start, just some gaming and stuff, just something I've been wanting to do. And then the other thing, we've recently picked up pickleball, and I've been playing that almost every day for the last, I'd say around 2-ish weeks. Had a lot of fun with that. So yeah, just been kind of busy. But yeah, wanting to get back on this channel, especially, who knows, if this video does really well, maybe I'll start getting back on this channel for sure. But I definitely want to do videos, definitely more frequently than I've been doing, like a video every few months. But yeah, happy to have this video up whenever you all are seeing it. And hopefully by the end of this week, I will have a video, or within like 7 days of posting this, that I've watched. I'm probably not going to watch it on opening day. I don't care about watching a movie on opening day, just everybody being there. I kind of like maybe the week later, where it's a little chill and stuff, and not as many people. But yeah, really excited for both. And definitely plan on having a video talking about my thoughts. And I will say, this video is not originally how I planned. Like I said, I was a little behind on this video. I kind of had a script that I'd made like 2-ish, or well, like a month-ish ago, I'd say. And I just didn't get around to recording the video. Just other stuff, like I said. And I planned on actually going back to my old format where I'd like put a bunch of figures on the table and just talk over it. But got a little behind on this, so I'm going to try whatever you all have seen on screen, which I guess almost looks like a little slideshow. This is kind of how I have done some stuff on some other channels. So I'd love to know what you all think as far as that. If you all prefer the figures, I'd be more than happy to go back to just putting the figures on the table. But if you all like this, like just talking over like some stuff on screen, I'd just love to know. But yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. So happy to be back recording on this channel. Definitely going to try to get back to some more consistent uploading. But yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm out, and yeah, really hope that both of these are a hit. If you want to comment, if you've seen either already, I think some people were able to see both. I mean, I know Walking with Dinosaurs people have seen already, but if you want to leave some comments as far as your all's thoughts, maybe try to stay a little spoiler-free, but, hopefully I'll have it watched soon, and I'll have a video, and probably, I'm honestly planning, maybe I'll do it almost like if you've seen Penguin Zero's reviews, maybe I'll go into it and try to have like a spoiler-free, like first half-ish, and then the second half be like all-out spoilers, and just kind of, be whatever. But yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm out, and like I said, hopefully both of these are a hit, but I am cautiously optimistic. Yeah, that's it. That's how I'll end it. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Happy to be back, and love to know your all's thoughts on these two things. And yeah, happy to make more videos about them.